Hello students, let's take the next question. We have an enemy jet flying along the curve y equal to x square plus 2, looks like a parabola, symmetric about y-axis, 2 units above x-axis because यहाँ plus 2 है. The soldier is placed at the point 3, 2, first quadrant में. Find the nearest distance between the soldier and the jet. Nearest word's meaning is minima. Let's take a rough figure for your understanding. Figure making is optional. Let's try to understand better. Say we draw a parabola, symmetric about y-axis, 2 units above. So this is the vertex, the turning point for the parabola, 0, 2. We have a soldier which is at a point 3, 2. So 3, 2 must be having the same height but 3 units to the right. So let this be, say, point P, 3, 2. So we have a soldier here and a jet is flying in this parabolic path. We want to know when will this soldier have the nearest distance or the shortest distance to the jet. So it won't be such a point, right? It could be somewhere here. It's a guess. Say this is point Q, x, y. We want to get this distance PQ. This is what we want to get. So until we don't get Q's coordinate, we wouldn't be able to measure the distance. Let's proceed. Let's write by distance formula. PQ square is equal to x minus 3 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square. We can call this PQ square, say, as y or f of x. Let us say we call it as f of x. You can call it y also. No need to square root. So this is becoming x minus 3 whole square plus, from here you can see y minus 2. Y minus 2 would be x square. So we can straight away write this as x square whole square. Gives you, let's write x raised to 4 first, plus x square minus 6x, x minus 3 whole square expansion, plus 9. So we have formed an expression in terms of x, single variable. Let's take derivative and equate it to 0, which is 4x cube plus 2x minus 6. 9's derivative is 0. And we equate the first derivative to 0. We know this is a cubic equation, not factorizable. So by trial and error method, we know x is equal to 1 will satisfy this. 4 plus 2 minus 6 is equal to 0. So we have either long division method or synthetic division, whichever you are comfortable, you can do. Let's try by synthetic here. Let's take 1 as the factor. So we have 4, then we write a 0, then we have a 2, and then minus 6. 0 because x square term was absent in this cubic. Let's drop this 4 down. So we have 4. 4 ones are 4. We write that 4 here. 0 plus 4 is 4. 4 ones are 4. Let's put that 4 here. 2 plus 4 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 6 ones are 6. So minus 6 plus 6 is 0. So we have got x minus 1, 4x square plus 4x plus 6 is equal to 0. So x is either 1 or this quadratic is equal to 0. X square plus 4x minus 6 is equal to 0. But you know it's a discriminant, b square minus 4ac. Going to have some irrational complicated values. This is plus 6. So it is not going to be even irrational. You will get imaginary roots for this b square minus 4ac. So we reject this quadratic. We accept x is equal to 1 and we now go for the second derivative. Let's take second derivative. F double dash x. F double dash x is equal to 4x cube's derivative is 12x square. We are taking its derivative plus 2 and substitute x as 1. So we get f double dash 1 is equal to 12 into 1 square plus 2 is 14, which is greater than 0. Implies this is greater than sign, implies we are getting a minima. Minima means nearest at x is equal to 1. Let us substitute this x is equal to 1 in the given parabola equation, which was y is equal to x square plus 2. Substitute x as 1. We get 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. So we have got q's coordinate. We have got q's coordinate as 1, 3. So when the fighter jet is at the coordinate 1, 3, it will be nearest to your soldier who is sitting here at 3, 2. They are also asking us to get the distance PQ. We can use distance formula. PQ is equal to root of 3 minus 1 x2 minus x1 whole square, 3 minus 1 whole square plus 2 minus 3 whole square is equal to 4 plus minus 1 square is 1. So 4 plus 1 is equal to root 5 units. So the nearest or the shortest distance between the soldier and the enemy jet is root 5 units. Let's take one more similar question. So these are 4-mark questions. Let's take one more of similar type. Find the coordinates of a point on the parabola y is equal to x square plus 7x plus 2, which is closest. Closest means nearest, and nearest means minima. That's how you realize the question is from this topic. To the straight line y equal to 3x minus 3. This time drawing parabola could be slightly complicated. Earlier it was a standard parabola type thing. Instead of drawing, let's directly understand that we want to find the coordinates of a point on the parabola. So let point be p x comma y on the parabola. Now this point needs to be closest to the straight line. So closest means shortest distance to the straight line from a point will be the perpendicular line. So let us measure that shortest distance d by our formula for distance formula from a point to a line. So we can write 3x. This equation let us write here nicely. 3x minus y minus 3 is equal to 0. So we write 3x minus y minus 3 upon a root of sum of squares of coefficients of x and y is 3 square is 9 plus minus 1 square, y's coefficient is 1. This can be written as mod of 3x minus y 3x minus, in place of y we can write the parabola value, which is so that all variable it comes in a single variable form. 3x minus x square minus 7x minus 2, as there was a minus sign here, minus 3 upon root 10. Therefore d becomes equal to mod of minus x square minus 4x minus 5 divided by root 10. We can remove this minus sign and remove the mod as well, as mod of minus x is x. We can write this as x square plus 4x plus 5. If you keep minus and still solve, it would have been still okay. This will look more better for us. Upon root 10. Upon root 10. So this is the expression that we have formed, d equal to, let's now take derivative. D dash is equal to 2x plus 4, x square's derivative is 2x plus 4 plus 5 derivative is 0 upon root 10, and we equate the derivative to 0. Root 10 cross multiplies, so we get 2x plus 4 is equal to 0. This gives us x is equal to minus 2. Let's get second derivative. To get second derivative, let us do d double dash is equal to 2x plus 4 derivative is 2 upon root 10, which is greater than 0. Hence you get minima at x is equal to minus 2. Let us substitute minus 2 here to get the coordinates. So we get y is equal to, substitute minus 2 here. Minus 2 square is 4, plus 7 into minus 2 is minus 14, plus 2 is minus 8. So our answer, coordinates minus 8. This is your answer. एक और देखते हैं. There are many questions. We are trying to pick up the next algebraic based question. We have divide 20 in two parts so that the product of square of one. So if one of the number is x, then its square will be x square, and the cube of the other. If you take the other one as y, then the cube of it is y cube, and you wish to get its product. So we can write let any number say is equal to x square into y cube. We cannot differentiate at this stage because both are variables, x and y. So we have been provided with this information, divide 20. That does not mean you have to actually divide. It means that x plus y is 20. Clearly y is equal to 20 minus x. We can replace this 20 minus x here, or vice versa. We can even do, every time students tell me why are you only putting y in terms of x, we can even do this way, x in terms of y. You can, let's say we solve this sum with that way. We can write x is equal to 20 minus y. And one more advantage that we saw here is that x degree is 2, which is little less than 3. So square of 20 minus y will look more easy also. Whole square into y cube. So either we can apply product rule of derivative, or we can simply expand this. Say we decide to multiply. So 20 square is 400 times y cube, because y cube is outside. We are not differentiating, we are just expanding this. Minus 40y into y cube is 40y raised to 4, plus y square into y cube will be y raised to 5. Let's differentiate with respect to y. P dash is equal to 1200 y square minus 160 y cube plus 5 y raised to 4 is equal to 0. Let us take 5y square common, which gives you 240 minus 160 upon 5 is 32 y, because y cube है तो y square common था, plus y square is equal to 0. This is a quadratic. Factors are 20 and 12. We can continue writing 5y square into y minus 20 into y minus 12 is equal to 0. Gives us we can divide by 5, and then y square is 0, so y can be 0, y can be 20, or y can be 12. After doing this much, we are now in position to at least reject 0 and 20, because if y is 0, then the product would become 0, and then that cannot become the greatest value. Greatest means maximum. And if you take y as 20, then x would be 20 minus y, 20 minus 20 is 0, so x would become 0. So we know answer is going to be with 12, but we have to take second derivative. You have to show this in your boards. Second derivative is equal to 2400 y, we are differentiating from here, 2400 y minus 160 into 3 is 480 y square plus 20 y cube is equal to, we can take 20 y common, and we get in the bracket 120 minus 24 y plus y square, and here we know we have to put y as 12, so p double dash at 12 would be equal to 20 into 12 into 120 minus 24 into 12 will be 288, plus 12 square is 144. This will be equal to 240. 240 is written here into 264. 120 plus 144 minus 288. Clearly this value will be negative, so we can confidently say this is less than 0. That's what we wanted. Only then you can claim it to be greatest. Therefore P is greatest when x is 12. Sorry, when y is 12. Put that 12 here in the initial condition. Therefore x is equal to 20 minus 12, which is 8. So question was, what are the two numbers? So we have found the two numbers to be, or divide 20 in two parts. So the two numbers are 8 and 12. They have not asked us to find the greatest possible value, else we would have put 8 and 12 in this x square y cube and would have evaluated that too. एक और करते हैं. Let's take one more. The question is, the sum of the hypotenuse and one side of a triangle, let's draw a right angle triangle, and they are saying that the hypotenuse, let's say we call it as h, let us call these two sides, the perpendicular sides, as say x and y, and they are saying that sum of hypotenuse, sum means addition, of hypotenuse and one side of a right angle triangle, so it could be y or x, when added with h, is given. Given means it's a constant. For the area of the triangle to be maximum, so the word has come maximum, which will make you think about this topic. An area of right triangle is half base height. Prove that angle between these sides is 60 degree. So we want to show that one of the angle is 60 degree. एक तो 90 है ही, last would have been 30 then. Let's take a start. Let's assume that h plus y is given. You could have taken h plus x also as say k. K means some constant, because here the word is given. That's why we are taking it constant k. Let us therefore write, therefore we can write h is equal to k minus y. We now also understand from the figure x square plus y square is equal to h square. So in place of h we can write k minus y whole square. Here we can write k minus y whole square. Let's expand this so that y square would cancel with the left side. So k square minus 2ky plus y square while here you already have a y square, x square plus y square. We can cancel y square, so we get y is equal to, or let's say 2ky is equal to k square minus x square. Therefore y is equal to k square minus x square, k square minus x square divided by 2k. Why not x in terms of y? Because here x square is there, then you would have to take square root. So getting y in terms of x is more simpler. Now we want to go for area of this triangle, because यहाँ area लिखा था. We know area formula is half into x into y in this case. X into y is equal to half into x into, we have k square minus x square divided by 2k is equal to 1 upon 4k, 2 to the 4k, xk square minus x cube. This is your area. Now everything is in terms of x and k, but k is a constant, so we can differentiate. So a dash differentiating with respect to x is equal to 1 upon 4k, k square minus 3x square, and equate this to 0. Equate this to 0. We get therefore k square is equal to 3x square. So we get x is equal to, when you square root, k upon root 3. This is k upon root 3. We have taken square root. We know this is the answer. We will not write plus minus, as then length could be negative also. We know length cannot be negative. Let us now take second derivative. We know the answer, still it's compulsory to take second derivative. When we take second derivative, let's extend this. Let's take second derivative. A double dash is equal to 1 upon 4k. K square derivative is 0. We are differentiating from this step. Minus 6x. So definitely second derivative is less than 0. We conclude therefore A is greatest. So area will be greatest when x is k upon root 3. Let us put that here in this equation, say equation 1, and get y value. So y is equal to k square minus x square. X square you can see from this step. X square you can see, or from this step, it is k square upon 3, the whole upon 2k. LCM, 3k square minus k square is 2k square upon 3. 2k square upon 3 upon 2k. 2 cancels. Even one of the k factor cancels out. So we get y is equal to k upon 3. We want to show that the angle between the prove that the angle between the sides is 60 degree. So even if we get 30, we can show the other angle is 60. Let's say we do tan theta. Let's say theta is this angle, and take any, whichever way you like. So tan theta is equal to x upon y, which further gives us equal to x is k upon root 3, and y is k upon 3. On simplifying, k cancels out, 3 goes in the numerator, 3 upon root 3 is root 3. Therefore, tan theta is root 3. Therefore, theta is 60 degree. So, area will become greatest when one of the angle between the sides. Now, there are three sides, x, y and h. So, angle when one of the angle is 60 degree, the area of this triangle will become greatest. Had someone taken this angle as theta, then they would have got 30 degree, but they are asking us to prove 60. So by angle sum property of triangle, one is already 90, we can get the third angle back as 60 degree. This is how we do this sum of showing the greatest area in right angle triangle is possible when one of the angle is 60 degree.